This project here works with different formulas and other things here where you're going to be determining raises, there's if statements and more. So I'm going to start with the steps that are in here. So the first thing you want to do, you want to put in today's date. I'm on the formulas tab, and then you could type in equal today, left, right parenthesis. I just click here, and then I could just click right over here, click on today, say OK. So it's going to show today's date. What we're doing here, we want to know how many years they have been employed. And there's a really cool feature called yearfrac, okay? A lot of people are not familiar with it, but it's a nice feature here where you can figure out how long they've been. That way if you're planning retirement, it's date and time. So I'm going to scroll down here. You have yearfrac. And then what it is, you got the start date, which is over here. We want to do the end date, which is today. We're going to make that an absolute because we're going to copy it down. Remember that F4 key? You got that there, 10.86 years. Pull it down with a double click on here. So we got that. Now what it is here, let me just scroll down a little bit here. You're going to have ratings and bonuses and a few other things here. So if they've been here a longer time, they get a nicer bonus than those who have not been here the longest time. So what we're going to do here, we're going to be creating a range here. We're going to be doing a Vlookup in a second here. So we type in a 1, okay? We stay inside here. And we got the 1 here. There's this thing, it shows us in the book. It's just easy to type the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I go back onto the Home tab, and then I click on the fill. This is good if you have a long data here. And then I say series. I'm working with a column, starting with 1. I want to start with 5, and I say OK. So I've got that in there. Next thing I want to do, I have to determine the bonuses. OK, and it specifies when you're in the book here. So what it is here, it's 0, 100. It's already formatted. Okay, now the next thing we want to do here, we're going to name a range. When you're naming a range, you don't include the heading rows. And we have that there, and I'm going to call this bonus. So I click up in here, type in bonus. So it's done. And if I want to go there, I can click over here. It shows the range. You can't put numbers in there. I mean, you can't put numbers here. You can't put spaces in there. So what we want to do here, I want to just stay over here. So we've got the bonus range here. Okay. So I'll just do that bonus one more time. It's it showed this on another sheet in the book, okay? So we got that here. We want to do the rating bonus here. So it's based on the number of years, how much they're going to get. So somebody that's been there 5 years or more will get $1,000. You've been there less than, 2 years, you're only going to get nothing. So what it is, it's the vertical lookup, Vlookup. I click on formulas, lookup and reference. I click on Vlookup. And so we have 3 parts here. You don't have to worry about if it's not bold. It's not required. The lookup value is over here. Okay, the table array. Rather than highlighting cells, so I type in bonus. Shows it over here. The index number. The index number is, there's 2 columns here. Column 1, column 2. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of that here. I just want to say it's column number 2. I say OK, pull it down. So you can see that this person did not get any money, okay, because they've only been there a year and a half. We're determining a raise. The raise is going to use an if statement. It's based on if they meet a threshold for a certain number of years, they get a bigger raise. Those that are there less time get a lower raise. So what we're going to do, we go into the cell, we go to lookup and reference. I meant to say logical if. And I want to say if the years employed is greater than equal to the year threshold up here, again, make it a constant. And that should have been greater than, I have a question mark there. It was blank before. Now it's saying true because he's been there 10 years. Now, if it's true, their raise is going to be based on the current salary times the higher threshold, which is right here. And if not, it's based on their salary times the low year rate. Again, constant. So it's showing that this person is going to get 16 and a quarter. So I'm going to say, okay, pull it down. And then I want to figure out their salary, their total salary, their new one. So of course you're going to add this. Equal sign. And then I go over here. Plus there, 52,625. Again, double click, pull it down. We're done.